Okay, now today I'm here to debate the cause of in my opinion, some of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL right now, which are Timmy Tebow and Mike Vick. Now, in my opinion, Timmy Tebow is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, as well as Mike Vick, for the simple fact is that Mike Vick is just can't get it done, and Timmy, he can get it done, but he does it so sloppy. Like his last 3 games, if I remember correctly, were New York Jets. He had 9 out of 20 passes. That's not even 50%. And then the game before that, which I think was Kansas City, he had 2 for 8. Now that's only completing 1/4 of your passes. And Oakland, if I remember correctly, was 10 out of 21, which also isn't 50%. You're getting there, but my point is Timmy should be a fullback or a running back, a third down running back, because he's proven to us that he can get 118 yards on the ground, and he's a quarterback. So I don't really think that Tim Tebow should really be a quarterback, because he can't throw very well. He'd be fine if he was in the Wildcat. If he was in a Wildcat offense, he would be perfect. But Denver does not operate on the Wildcat. They're terrible at that. Denver is not a good team. They are horrible at... I just don't see the comparison between Mike Vick and Tim Tebow. I'm pointing out all Tim Tebow's flaws, but Mike Vick sure as hell has a lot of flaws too. The Eagles themselves have so many flaws. Their wide receivers are terrible. Everybody always brags on about how, oh, Deshaun Jackson's the fastest wide receiver in the NFL. Who gives a shit? He can't do anything with it, can he? He can't do anything with his speed. He's stupid and he's annoying. And all he does is punt returns. He's strictly punt returns. All I've seen him do this year is barely punt return. He's just not good enough. And Jeremy Maclin is getting there. He's getting to the level that he should be on, and he's in his 2nd year, I think. If I'm correct. Yeah, this would be Maclin's 2nd year. You know, Maclin isn't bad. I have respect for Maclin, but the Eagles have one player who's really, really good, and that is LeSean McCoy. And everybody knows that. Mike Vick can't get it done for the Eagles. He keeps blowing 4th quarter leads, and he just can't come back into the game. He's not good, but I don't think that he's worse than Tim Tebow. I hear a lot of criticism about Tim Tebow, and I hear a lot of criticism about Mike Vick. And I hear a lot of Tim Tebow fans saying that Tim Tebow is better just because Tim Tebow is winning more. And that's just stupid. You can't base a quarterback off of winning. I mean, look at the completions. Tim Tebow, 2 for 8. That's 1/4 of your passes. That's not good. You're not a good quarterback. Mike Vick is more complete. At the same time, he's terrible. Saying that Mike Vick is more complete than Tim Tebow is the same as saying... It's just saying that Michael Vick is the lesser of 2 evils, I think, would be something appropriate to that. But Mike Vick is terrible, Tim Tebow is terrible, and if it weren't for guys like Blaine Gabbert and Christian Ponder out there, and Colt McCoy, to name off a few, Tavares Jackson, who beat my team last week, the Ravens. That's okay, we beat the Bengals today, let's go. And there just wouldn't be... Tim Tebow would be at the bottom of the list if it weren't for guys like Christian Ponder and Blaine Gabbert. Not to say that Christian Ponder and Blaine Gabbert aren't terrible, but they are. I mean, I think we all know that Christian and Blaine have so much talent, but they're not used correctly in where they are. I think that it's just terrible. The draft class this year for quarterbacks had so much potential, and it's just failing. It's not doing what I expected it to. Okay, Taylor, you're wrong. The Eagles do suck, though.